I love my wife, but my daughter come first. That's a recipe for disaster.
It
We've
is.
seen
Thank you.
single moms. You've been with your son. It was just y'all, and then when you find your husband, y'all come together. But it's like, yeah, but me and my son was here first. It's a recipe for disaster because that child does not know what it is like to come underneath an adoptive covering of a father and mother coming together to provide a safe space for them as children. In the blended family is kids need to know that mommy and me come first.
Facts.
Even if you were here first.
What's going on, people? This is your boy Sablin's History. You are watching The Male's Perspective. Please make sure that you guys like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you're updated for all cool new content that's coming out. We are asking the old addict question, you guys. Who comes first? Your husband or your kids? Let's go.
Who you putting first, your son, your father, or your husband?
My son. I'm putting my son first. My father, then my husband.
My son,
Son, and then who?
and then my daddy, and then my husband.
My son,
And then who?
my father, then my husband.
Type shit. Why the husband last? Let me know something.
Because regardless, if me and him together or not, my daddy and my son gonna be there. So fuck it.
Dad, your
Son
son.
and husband. Oh, my son, my husband, then my daddy.
My son, my father, my husband. Yeah.
Okay, why y'all put husband last? Let me know something.
I love my daddy and I love my son. I can't.
I birthed my son. Why wouldn't he be first? And my daddy, like man, that's my daddy. Come on, you. I mean, you my husband. But husband, son, father. I feel like if I get married, my husband is supposed to be like the head of the house. That's supposed to be, the leader or whatever.
You guys, this is a great representation of the times that we're living in today because only one woman in this whole video actually said that she would put her husband first. And this is just the way it was biblically, the way it is supposed to be. You put your husband first because the husband has to go out and get the food, get the money, take care of you, take care of the kids. Anything that you give to your husband trickles down to your kids. That is the order of things. There is a reason it is said that way. It is a reason it is literally in the Bible. What do they say in the Bible? You are supposed to cling to your what? Your husband. Come on now. Kids are going to grow up and they're going to find their own husband or wife. It I don't get it. This is exactly why we have the issues that we do today, especially in the black community, because a lot of women are putting their children first. This is why you have a lot of those son husbands. It's freaking weird. But I digress. Let's go.
Comes first? What comes first? Your son, your husband, or your dad?
Let me tell you something. My husband,
He's number one.
he's number one.
Who's number two?
My child.
And then your dad.
But then my dad, yes.
Why your dad last though?
My dad would be first if I wasn't married.
Okay. So even if you're married, why him last?
Because my mama got him.
Okay. But
My
he's
mama got him. I don't have to hold him down. My mom's solid.
like shit. But he's your dad though.
He's my dad, but my mom's 100 and she's 15 years younger than my daddy. I should never have to take care of my daddy.
It's on her type shit.
It's on her. And she's a Scorpio and she holds it the fuck down. My mom lost her virginity to my daddy. They've been together for 50 years. So they doing what they supposed to.
This hurts my heart. This hurts my heart so bad. Because a lot of women out there, particularly black women, will actually say, why are black men actually dating outside of their race? Why are black men not dating women of their own race? And it's not because of the look. It's not because we have some type of hate or vendetta against women of our own race, of our own ethnicity. It's just the values, you guys. It is the values. And I don't even date white women. Not saying that I wouldn't, but I'm just saying I don't. I just not my cup of tea. But the culture, the values are different. You even have white women in here actually telling you why their husband would come first. And I feel like it's a slap in the face to your mom or your father if a kid has to say, I'm going to take care of my mother or father. Because what you're basically saying is their other half is not doing their job. The only situation where it would come about where you actually, as a kid, would say, I want to take care of my mother or my father first is if your father or your mother had passed away. That's the only time, the only exception. But in the day and age we live in today, women are so quick to say, I would rather take care of my kids first. It's okay, okay. And 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 this, I hate to say it, but let me go ahead and look this up. This is exactly why a lot of men are going overseas. This is exactly why a lot of men are doing this.
Who do you put first, your husband or your child?
One thing I do work very hard for in my marriage is to make sure that my husband feels just as loved.
Who do you guys, you having children, who do you put first, your husband or your child?
That's a very good question.
And because it's a different category.
It
you know what I
is.
mean?
That's so
like,
hard.
You got to kind of make sure your relationship is good.
Right, first.
You
I
can take
would say
care of your baby.
Okay. My sister who's married and she has a child, her husband actually said it was the best gift that you can give to your child is to love and put your spouse first, because then you provide them a loving family.
Absolutely.
Like the best thing a man can do for his daughter is to love their mother and be good to their mother, and then that provides a family for them.
Right.
Absolutely. The spouse comes first. Bottom line. I mean, the only one who wasn't like beating around a bush or on the fence here was the one right here, the one at the end, actually just coming out and clearly saying it. The husband comes first. All the other ones were saying good things, but it really sounded to me like they were on the fence with it, weren't quite for sure. It had to be the right circumstance. No, the husband comes first, just like my wife comes first. And I'm gonna show you why. Because women will actually get in these situations and in these conversations and stuff like that. And they don't want to hurt their baby. They're natural nurturers. But sometimes kids will get in the way of your marriage. And you have to let the kids know that my love for your father or my love for your mother is going to encompass you. It's just watch this video.
Do you like me? You don't love me?
I do.
Okay, I gotta cut it off right there. I'm sorry, you guys. That's so cute. But what he's doing and doesn't even realize it as a kid is he's coming in between the mother and father right there. Doesn't realize it, completely unintentional, but he doesn't realize that he's coming in between the mother and the father. Now, here's the thing. As a grown adult woman, you should be acclimated, wise enough, mature enough to understand what's happening. You should be mature enough to be able to take your feelings and your maternal, you know, need to love on your kid to actually understand that you need to cling to your husband and that you guys need to build and mold this young kid into the man that you want him to be. Why? Because kids have no clue what it means to marry. Kids have no clue what it means to actually love someone. Love to them means like. Love is a commitment. Love is a duty. Okay? If you are going with this person, you would be better off getting with the dog. And I hate to say it like that, but it is true that dogs are more loyal. I'm not saying that kids won't be loyal later on or when they grow up as adults and things like that. But, a kid can play with the toy and and tell you that they don't like you because you're giving away their toy or you're taking away their toy or something like that. So it's just the nature of a child. So you need to understand your position. You need to understand the position of your husband or just your spouse in general. And understand when things like this come, it's not a situation where you need to like reprimand the kid, but you need to also make him understand or make her understand that hey, your father is at it for a reason. I love him, I respect him, and you need to as well.
Who comes first in a woman's life? Dad, husband, baby daddy, or son?
Baby, what?
Son?
Baby daddy.
Son? I would hope your son.
Yes,
I would hope
definitely
your
son.
child.
Definitely a son.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
First is your dad, then you get husband, then once you have the son, it's a son.
That
Okay.
takes precedence. Yeah.
And the other stuff is out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
other
that's
stuff's
that's
out.
the life order.
Yeah.
Song number
gotcha.
2 is
Once you have that
husband.
son, it's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
Notice the fact that they're not sitting with any man. This is, you cannot make this shit up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Notice that they are sitting with no man. Now, I don't know if they got men or not. I'm just saying, okay? This is the state of affairs in the black community and beyond. And until we get our act together, until we actually realize that there is a structure and there's an order to things, and that we can't just go willy nilly feeling a certain way and making rules and laws around our feelings, then nothing is ever going to be corrected. Nothing is ever going to be, we are always going to be out of the alignment of God. We are always going to be in confusion. This is so sad. It's sad because it's biblical, man. The road to hell was paved with good intentions.
Please do not come around me saying you will feed your husband before you feed the children. Please do not come around me saying that. You will piss me clean off. Because why are you with a man who would want to eat before his kids? Please tell me why you would ever want to be with a man who would feed himself before his own kids eat.
Because it sets the structure of the household. It lets the kid know who's in charge. It identifies the structure of the household. It sets rules and boundaries in place. I'm not saying, look, that the man is going to do this all the time, but I am saying that there is a certain structure to the household. And if you don't have this, the kid is going to play the mother and the father against each other. It is natural for them to do that. They are going to try you. So you have to be in alignment. And alignment looks like you actually taking care of your husband and your husband taking care of you. Now, there are some things that you can display showing that you and your husband are aligned. One of those things would be feeding him first. The other thing to do that a man can do to show that he's in line with his wife is to not take the child's emotional feelings or whatever he has to, I guess, the mother, and take his son's side or take his daughter's side, particularly daughters in this situation, because men be folding when it comes to their daughters. But the point is to be in alignment with each other, okay? Because when the child gets older, they're gonna go off and they're gonna find their own husband or wife, and it's still gonna be you two. So you guys got to work out and make sure that you give that child a steady household, that you give it a steady family, that you give it a mother and a father, and that you don't let that child come in between you. That child is a part of you, is a part of your family, but you set the rules and regulations.
I love my wife, but my daughter come first. That's a recipe for disaster.
It
We've
is.
seen
Thank you.
single moms. You've been with your son. It was just y'all, and then when you find your husband, y'all come together. But it's like, yeah, but me and my son was here first. It's a recipe for disaster because that child does not know what it is like to come underneath an adoptive covering of a father and mother coming together to provide a safe space for them as children. In the blended family is kids need to know that mommy and me come first.
Facts.
Even if you were here first.
That's facts. And I like something he said because even in a blended family, you need to understand that the father comes first or the mother comes first. Because again, like I was saying before, the children will try to play you against each other, especially in a situation where it's a blended family. Let's not even talk about the fact of, just a whole nuclear family, and the father is there and the mother is there. But let's just talk about a blended family, which is what most people are doing in America. If you have a blended family, it's going to be it's going to be on 9,000 that those kids are going to try to play you against each other. Especially if you are just getting into the situation, y'all, a year, 2 years, 3 years in, it is going to be trial and error. And look, I would tell men just in general, because I've been through this situation and I don't want them to have to go through this. Make your own family. Make your own family. But if you are in a blended family, you are doing that, you have kids with other people, hey, I understand. Get it how you live. But in that same token, there needs to be certain rules and boundaries. And you need to stand on them. And if not, you need to move. You need to get on. Because if that woman is putting her kids first, telling you that you can't discipline them, you can't do this, you can't do that, then where do you fall in the structure, in the alignment, in the chain of command? That is a bad recipe, you guys. But I digress.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay, come here.
If you were to make your food, like if you were to make food, and then you have your husband and your kids. Technically, we don't count because we're all old enough. So technically, it would just be Scott. Who would you serve first? Like, who would you give the food first to? Would you give it to Scott, or would you give it to your husband? Like, who eats first in
Okay.
this house, the kids or the husband?
Okay. I am from Ghana, so I am going to answer it how I was brought up, what I saw, and that is how I do it. I will serve my husband first.
Hey.
That is what we do. Ghana, when we make after meal, whatever, the first person you will serve is your husband. And your husband is the one that gets a lot of meat. Most of the meat.
So your husband eats first.
I'm going to do it like the Africans. I love it. I love it. Look, there is a certain decorum that you actually have to a household. And again, I'm sorry, ladies, but I have to stress, and this is a perfect point that I'm about to make. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with, oh, men are going overseas to date women in the Philippines or women in China or women in the Dominican Republic. Men are going to Ghana as well too. They are going to all different parts of Africa because it's about the culture. It is about the way they treat you. Looks get you in the door. The way you get treated is how you get kept. I keep telling women this. Men will deal with you for long periods of time only because they have access to you know what. But it's getting to a point to where men are not even willing to deal with that for the stress. So you keep playing around and thinking that your looks are going to keep and maintain what you keep getting, but the getting ain't gonna get worth it. So I don't know, you guys. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you're updated for all cool new content. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will holla at you guys later. Peace. You've made it to the end of this video, which basically means that we're best friends now. And best friends subscribe to best friends channels. And they like their videos too. So, I mean, I don't make the rules. It is what it is. You got to take that up under the Best Friend Act, code -7223-002. Write a subscription and subscribe.